Namaste and welcome. It is Rishi here from meditatewithrishi.com, and today, as we continue our series of some of my favorite teachings from Thich Nhat Hanh, today we're talking about self-healing. This video is as much a reminder to you as it is an educational piece, okay? So if you are going through something right now that you want to heal from, this will really help, but you need to believe it. And you can only believe it by trusting this teaching, okay? This is not something new, by the way. This has been spoken about for time immemorial. The yogic tradition is full of this. And the idea is very simple. The idea is that your body, your mind, has got the capacity to heal itself. The best healer in the world is within you. It is the power of Mother Nature herself that resides in your body. So what Thich Nhat Hanh, used to teach is that as human beings in this modern world, we have forgotten, we have lost confidence in our body's ability to heal itself. And because we've lost confidence, we do a lot of running around, trying to interfere with the healing process. Medicines, treatments, all this type of stuff. And sometimes the better option is not doing that because every medicine we take, it has side effects. It does cause damage to our body, right? So the example that he uses and is used often is that of an animal. Let's just take a dog, for example. If you've ever seen a street dog, when it gets injured, when it gets wounded, what it does is it goes away somewhere to the side where there's not that many people, where it can be alone, and it just lies down. It lies down, it doesn't do anything, and it just stays there. It becomes totally still. It doesn't even eat or drink anything for a few days because it knows that just by becoming totally still, the body will heal. The body will heal its wounds very, very quickly. And this is actually the same for us, but the problem that we have is that we have developed this need to constantly be in control and not trust that actually our body is a work of intelligence. I mean, just think about what is happening in your body right now, from your breathing that's happening automatically, to your blood circulation, to every single system in your body that is working in autopilot, to every single cell in your body that has the intelligence of nature within it. It is nothing short of a miracle. So it's much better healer than we will ever be. Do you know what I mean? So the idea is essentially to trust our body's ability to heal. And to make this very simple for you, so what does that mean? What are you supposed to do? Very simply, we are supposed to, for healing to take place, right? The conditions for healing need to be there. For healing to take place, the conditions for healing need to be there. What are the conditions for healing? Peace, love. Peace and love. These are the conditions for healing. Because the healing is happening at a cellular level in your body, right? And modern science right now, if you look at the work of Dr. Joe Dispenza, he is doing some incredible work in researching the effects of what yogis have been doing for thousands of years, which is using the mind to create emotional states of positivity, of peace and love, and seeing. He's now measuring what is happening in the body. But this doesn't mean this is a new discovery. It's just that science is getting mature enough to measure what these practices can do. But the practices have been there for ages. We just need to trust. We just need to trust that they work. And it comes down to this. It comes down to essentially creating an emotional state within yourself that is a very elevated, a state of peace and a state of love, okay? when this happens, it means that ultimately your body, you are made up of your cells, right? So if your cells are feeling peace, if your cells are feeling love, then they are strong. The research, so I watched an interview of him just yesterday, and he said that they were able to show that the difference between somebody who is in a state of intense love and somebody who is worried, when they put when they extract those cells and they merge toxic cells or cancerous cells with them, the cells that are in a state of love and peace, of intense love, they're actually able to protect they're able to ward it off, essentially, to remain protected. So being in a state of peace, being in a state of love is what will bring healing. And the practices to do that are very, very simple. They're not complicated at all. Forget what anyone will have you believe. Thich Nhat Hanh, he is known for preaching the simple breathing in, breathing out. He says that simply becoming aware of the breath coming in and the breath going out is a great source for joy and healing to take place. If you come from a tradition where you have a personal God, chanting the name of God, or meditating on, something divine, this essentially will create the emotional state in you for healing to take place. It really is that simple. The trick actually is to maintain that state for as long as you can throughout the entire day. So the mistake that a lot of people make is that they'll do some meditation in the morning for 10-15 minutes, feel really good, and then go into the world, and the worries, the stress of the world takes over, and then your body is in low emotional state. So what we want to do is we want to ensure that an elevated state is maintained for as long as possible. And really the only way to do that is to do more practice. So you do some practice in the afternoon, you do some practice in the evening. If you have to go into an office for a job, you get creative with how you'll do that. Maybe you just take 10 minutes alone of alone time. You go somewhere and you listen to something and come back into that state. If you really want to, you can become resourceful. But the point is that the body has the capacity to heal itself if you just trust it, essentially. And if you can keep the body in an elevated emotional state, then this will just, give fuel to that healing. Okay, so this is it. I really hope that this helps or encourages you, no matter what you're going through right now. That's it for today. Thank you very much for listening. Namaste.